All right, Shalom.
Shalom
First and foremost, before we begin this lesson, giving all praises to
to you.
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. That honors God to the apostles and elders, very millstone who rule and teach well. Shalom, wa barakim to you, brothers and sisters out there. Uh, I didn't change the title, so I just put impromptu, but basically, the brother wanted to go into a couple verses in Psalms, the ninth chapter, dealing with how the wicked are going to get caught up in their own snare.
hmm
So just basically go from that, land off those.
Yep, and the snare is a trap. All right, and basically what Esau got planned is gonna fall back on him. You know, him wanting to put Jacob to death, seeking the birthright is really for your destruction. And the Lord is hardening your heart, like how He did Pharaoh. He made you prideful, you know, because you're that vessel that's fitted for destruction, you know. And the Lord is going to show His power by having you in a high, mighty state. But you're going to be trapped and you're going to be destroyed. So it's Psalm 9. And David, King David, he hated Edomites. All right. And you other heathens, you're going to fall with them. All right. Because you have joint rulership with Esau Edom. You know, this NWO is Esau's plan, but the heathen are joined with him. You know, the elite of the other nations, so to speak, they sit along with Esau, but Esau calls the shots. So this is Psalm 9, and I'm gonna start at 15. It says, "The heathen are sunk down in the pit that they made, in the net which they hid is their own foot taken." So like how you see in cartoons growing up, you know, the wicked. Uh, then I can't think what cartoon, like a Looney Tunes, you know, cartoon, the wicked will lay out a trap, you know, to catch someone else, and the nigga will end up snaring his own self up. You know, then he end up being laughed at, you know, by the one that he was trying to trap. You know, well, that's gonna be Jacob. Jacob's gonna come out on top, and Esau, you gonna fall in this trap. You know, your NWO is a trap to destroy you. You know, it says, the Lord is known by the judgment which he executed. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. Now I'm gonna go to Deuteronomy. Let me see. I ain't using the computer like that today. I'm gonna go to Deuteronomy. I think it's 4. I think it's 4. Real quick. Salaki. I think it's 4 that I want. No, it's not 4. I think it might be 9 and 4. Yeah. So this is Deuteronomy 9, and I'm gonna start at 3, and this goes into Moses. You know, it'll say it. So this is Deuteronomy 9, and I'm gonna start at 3. It says, "Understand therefore this day that the Lord thy power, he is which goeth over before thee as a consuming fire, he shall destroy them." And it's talking about, you know, when our people is fighting against Salaki. I had just read it. The Anakim, which were Hamites. It says, "Understand this for this day that the Lord thy power is he which goeth over before thee," because the Lord fights for us. "As a consuming fire, he shall destroy them, and he shall bring them down before thy face." And that's what the Lord's going to do to Esau Edom. The Lord has always fought for us, and he destroyed our enemies. You know, it says, "So shalt thou drive them out and destroy them quickly, as the Lord has said unto thee." You know, and Joshua always, not always, Joshua also played a role in this. Going to the book of Judges, it says, "Speak not thou in thine heart after that the Lord thy power hath cast them out from before thee, saying, For my righteousness the Lord hath brought me into Salaki, in to possess his land. But for the wickedness of these nations, the Lord do drive them out from before thee. So, but the main point I want to bring out was how the Lord, he's going to fight for us, man. You know, it says back in Psalm 9 and 16, it says the Lord is known by the judgment which he executed, the wicked is snared. Salakia. Yeah, the wicked is snared of the work of his own hands. Higel Salah. The wicked shall be turned into hell, and all the nations that forget God, and all these other nations have forgot Yahweh Shem Yahushua. They forgot who Allah Shahid was, but they about to find out when the Lord raised up his man, you know. And also too, you wicked niggas, y'all like unto the heathen. And the Lord's gonna show y'all something. It says, for the needy shall not always be forgotten, which is the righteous, the elect. It says the expectation of the poor shall not perish forever. Arise, O Lord, let not man prevail. Why is David saying this? Some people say David is a man. David is the son of God. We are the sons of God. You so-called Black Latinos, Native Americans, Hispanics. We are the sons of God. All right. It says, put them in fear. The other nations, they're actual men. It says, put them in fear, O Lord, that the nations may know themselves to be but men. You know, because the nations, they're very prideful. Starting with Esau, Edom, they think they're gods. They have a God complex, quote unquote. You know, like the how it says in that Second Thessalonians 2. Well, the Lord's gonna change their mind when He raises up His elect. You got some
Yeah, I want to get this. Psalms 50 and 19 to 21. Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frame deceit. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother, thou slanderest thine own mother's son. These things, it's talking about Esau, these things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such an one as thyself, but I will reprove thee, or Slaki, but I will reprove thee. No, I said that right. But I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes. So Esau has this New World Order plan, which we don't know the intricate details. We know the broad aspect of it. He's trying to set himself up as the Most High. You know what? All the other little shit that he has with that is really irrelevant because at the end of the day, it's not going to fall through. All the traps that he sets up to ensnare our people to get them to stay on the bottom forever is not going to last because water seeps through cracks. The elect are going to seep right through that bullshit. All right, and Esau thinks that he's going to continue to be able to do these things without ever having to face the Most High. But how about Shemal Shai is going to bring a swift destruction on him? It talks about in Job 20 how while
mm-hmm.
he's filling his belly, the Lord is going to
Yep,
cast his fury upon him. So in the
yep.
future, there's going to come a point where this man's plan is going to come to fruition for a period of time, and he's going to think that I'm that nigga. And the reality is, you're nobody. The reality is, you're an antagonist in a movie, and at some point in this movie, you're going to get dropped like every other antagonist ever has in any cinema film. It's no different. Just like how the Joker fell, Doctor Doom fell, Thanos went down. All these niggas is you. At the end of the movie, you're going to get destroyed. And peace and
Mm-hmm.
happiness is going to flourish in the earth once you're gone.
Yep.
This is literally a movie. And then you're just playing your role. And you're so proud that you think that nobody can stop you. As if, wait, which the only reason you're in power is because the Lord set your monkey ass up, nigga. You ain't never been nobody. Living in caves, eating out of skulls, sitting around in period blood and shit. Who the fuck are you?
Mm-hmm.
Get the fuck out of here with that high-minded shit, man. You had to have Jake teach you how to bathe. That's how we know you ain't shit. So don't think that you're gonna get the upper hand on the Most High and His elect. You're gonna get destroyed after we whip the shit out your back.
Hmm. I had that Job 20 on deck. I'm gonna go into some words, but I got this not 9. I got this Romans 9 and 22 and 3. It says, "What if God, willing to show His wrath and to make His power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted for destruction, fitted to destruction." That's Esau Edom. You know, you're that vessel of dishonor, and Jacob is the vessel of honor. You know, it says, and that He might make known the riches of His glory on the vessels of mercy, which He had afore prepared unto glory, and that's the elect. So Esau Edom, like how the brothers going into, shit, basically you were made to be destroyed. You put on this high status, so to speak, just so the Lord can bring your dumb ass down. And it's righteous, because you had a long run, you know. You didn't you had the longest rulership out of anyone, and why? Because it's gonna come a point in time where you're gonna be done away with. So, hey, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom. Really, that's coming to an end. This is Job, not yeah, Job. Job 20 and Salaki. Bear with me real quick. I just had it. Damn. Job 20 and what just quote? I just had it. There you go. Say no, nothing. Damn. Yeah, there you go. Job 20 and I'm gonna start at 22. All right, it says, "In the fullness of His sufficiency, He shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him when he is about to fill his belly. The Most High shall cast the fury of His wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating." And that's the NWO, you know. And the Lord is gonna, what's the word for it? He's gonna upset Esau, you know. So I'm gonna get this word for sufficiency real quick. So it says, "In the fullness of His sufficiency." All right, damn. Play the blue letter word real quick. Come on now.
Strong's H 5607, first reading, Safek. Safek. Second reading, Safak. Safak.
All right, and it says sufficiency, hand clapping, mocking, mockery, scorn, meaning W-is. Chastisement, also satiety. So let me get the word for satiety real quick because I don't even know what that word is. Satiety. It says satisfaction. Him being satisfied. Replenish. No, repletiness, repletiness, repletion, fullness, overfullness, surfeit. All right, so He's going to seek to be satisfied, and the Lord's going to disrupt that. All right. So kind of all over. Goodness. I'm gonna keep reading. It says, when he is no, verse 24, he shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. And what's that iron weapon? The missiles, and we gonna hunt their ass down. Because they ain't gonna be in the shores of America, when the missiles drop. They overseas right now. So hey, that Jeremiah 16, we gonna become the hunters. The officials shall be hunters, and we gonna get them. We gonna hunt them. You know, it says, all darkness shall be hid in his secret places, because that's his power. You know, him being using secrecy. All darkness shall be hid in his secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him. It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle. The heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. The animals, you know, all different other nations are going to rise up against him. It says the increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath. This is the portion of a wicked man from the Most High, and the heritage appointed unto him by God. So, hey, this was appointed unto Esau Edom. You know, you had a good run, buddy. But hey, like I says, yeah, I believe that's in Job 5, real quick. Job 5, starting at verse, hold on, is it Job 5 that I wanted? What the hell, not John? Job 5. Yeah, Job 5 and verse, uh, Salaki. I'm going to start at verse 12. No. Yeah, I'm going to start at verse 12. He says, he disappointed the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise, which is the NWO. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the forward is carried headlong. They meet in darkness in the daytime and grope in noonday as in the night. But he saveth the poor from the sword, from their mouth, and from the hand of the mighty. Is something else that I wanted. Might be in like around 20. From it. No, that's not what I mean. Salaki. Let me find it. You got something out?
Yeah.
Damn.
This is Second Thessalonians 2 and 8 to 12. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. The wicked is Esau Edom. And we know it's not talking about the spiritual demon Satan because of verse 9. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders, which Christians would probably read this and say it's the Antichrist, but the scriptures never tell us that there is one Antichrist. That it said that there's many. Anti means opposing or against. This whole world, according to Galatians 1 and 4, is regarded as the evil world. So everybody that inhabits this world that's following the broad gate, following the modern day paths that Esau Edom has set up, you are an Antichrist. If you follow Christianity, you oppose the Most High and His Son. And we shouldn't have to explain why that is. You go against the actual appearance of the Lord, you go against His message, you go against His prophets, you go against everything that He set up. So you're an antichrist. It says, verse 10, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause God shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness. So if you're not of the elect, you're going to get entangled up in these other doctrines out here. All the spiritual snares that Esau has laid out to capture your mind, you're going to fall victim to that because you're not of the elect. Which we don't know if we're of the elect. We know we're Israelites because we're in the truth. That's check one. That's how you know you're a Jake, because you're in the ministry. You got to be an Israelite. But are you chosen? You don't know that. You don't know until you get delivered. You don't know until the end. If you endure unto the end and you get beamed up,
And actually, what I want.
that's when you know you're part of the elect.
Yeah. Then Salaki, what I actually wanted was in Job 20s at the beginning. It says, then I got something else in Rome, not Romans, Psalm 10. So Job 20, I'm gonna start at 4. It says, knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the trifling of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite before a moment. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? Now it says, though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds. I believe that's let me see real quick. Isaiah also going into Esau Edom. Let me see. Where's it at? Yep, this is Isaiah 14, because it goes and talking about how Jacob, it says for the land, I mean for the Lord shall have mercy on Jacob. You know, Isaiah 14 at the top, going into Israel being chosen again, or still, and the strangers being the elect, not the elect, the Israelite foreigners being joined onto the house of Israel. But the main point one was in Isaiah 14, and I'm gonna start at 12. It says, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? This ain't talking about Satan. This ain't talking about the actual demon Satan. This is Esau Edom falling from rulership. Heaven represents rulership. All right. It says, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? You know, because this is their heaven right now. Son of the morning, thou art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations. So who's weakening the nations? Esau Edom, through their military might policies. You know, it says, for thou said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars in the most high. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the most high. So, hey, that's opposition. Esau Edom is opposition unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. I'm gonna go down to verse 16, because the same person is going to be looked upon in the kingdom. It says, they that see thee, right? How you see actual spirit Satan. You know, you might, I mean, of course you can see spirits, you know, you might see one, but this is actually talking about a man. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? And what's going to be the ultimate shaking? When the fucking nuclear missiles are shot and dropped, when the windows are open, like how it says in Isaiah, and destroy America, Babylon the Great, and hit other countries. All right, I got Psalm 10, and I'm going to start at 1. It says, why standest thou far off, O Lord? Why hidest thou thyself in times of trouble? The wicked in his pride do persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. So they're going to be taken by their own traps that they seek to plant. You know, it says, for the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blessed the covetous, whom the Lord hath abhorred. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after the Most High. God is not in all his thoughts. So, hey, it comes in the work of Satan. It says his ways are always grievous. His judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them, and that's their pride. You know, let the weak say, I am strong. Hey, they're gonna come up against Esau Edom. You know, you're gonna quit that puffing. You got something out?
No, I don't have anything.
All right. Um, I believe that's all I got right there too. You know, point's been made really. So yeah, that's all I got too, bro.
See, I don't think that's KJV. Oh, wait, no, I did have something. This is Obadiah 1 and 3 to 4. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
Mm-hmm.
Which this shows that Esau truly does believe that, starting with the elites, he does believe that his agenda is going to be pushed and it's going to come to pass. And he's going to live lavishly in his NWO for the rest of eternity And that's just that's not written. So,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of people, especially now, they don't care what's written. They don't care about the Bible, but everything that is contained in the scriptures is living. Either it has happened, it's happening now, or it's going to happen. And that's why the scriptures stress on the point of people not believing, but it doesn't change anything. The course of reality is going to come to pass regardless if you wanted to or not. And if you have a righteous mindset, you're going to want this to come to pass, because why would you want to continue to have demonic, satanic like people ruling and governing the earth and destroying it and destroying you and your family every day?
Mm-hmm.
You got to be fucking retarded to want something like that, which most of our people are, which is
Yeah.
why you got to go right along with them. This is our verse 4. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, which that's a big hint as to who this is talking about, because that's a major symbol that they like to use in the Roman, Greek, and modern day empire that they have. It says, "And though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord." It's going into the fake moon landing and space stations. But this also goes with Revelations 18. It talks about America and how it says that it will see no sorrow. The
Mm-hmm.
land of America isn't saying that it's not going to be touched. The land can't speak. It's talking about the people of America, the Edomites of America. They don't believe that America is ever going to be destroyed or harmed by any other country. But the reality is, the Bible talks about the production of nuclear weaponry to be used specifically on America to lay it desolate and make it the biggest desert on the planet Earth. And that is written.
Yeah.
And the elites, they know that that's written, but like I said, the pride of their heart deceives them. So they don't, although they know it says, yeah, America's going to be destroyed, which it doesn't say America, but they're breaking it down. Babylon the Great is America.
Mm-hmm.
But although it doesn't say that, they know that America is going to be destroyed, but they believe that they can upset prophecy. They think that, basically F what the Lord said is going to happen, because we can overcome, we can outsmart the Lord. Which that shows that if you're proud, you're really a dumbass. Because there's no possible way you can outsmart the Lord,
Mm-hmm.
the Most High, omnipotency. So it just that right there in itself shows that Esau's in a trick bag, and that's just really funny.
Yeah.
So by all means, go ahead and keep trying, but it's never gonna work.
Mm-hmm. That's all I got.
All right. Well, Lord will, if this lesson was edifying, before we close, giving all praise to Yahweh,
Lord,
Bahashem, Yahweh
thank
Shai,
you.
Bahashem,
God,
Rakah
thank
Kodash,
you.
the honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone, Shalom, Baba.
Shalom.